Hello everyone, welcome to Prepp IAS. Myself Karuna Mishra, and we will be continuing with our prelims based crash course series for the prelims of 2023. I am taking science and technology classes as we have already finished the classes for space technology, for defense technology, for information and communication technology, biotechnology, nanotechnology, and now I will be taking robotics and AI. So if you want to check out the videos which are related to these technologies first, go to the playlist and you can find the videos there. I have an approach of integrating the static as well as current material because UPSC में ना एक टेंडेंसी है प्योर करंट अफेयर्स या प्योर स्टैटिक नहीं आता, वो जो 2 to 3 स्टेटमेंट क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, समटाइम्स अप टू 5 स्टेटमेंट क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. इट इज़ अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ static concept as well as the current affairs. So I will try to integrate the static, the basic concepts based on the news articles or technologies that are in the news that have been discussed in last 1 to 2 years, which are important for your examination. Alright, so as I have said that today we will be discussing robotics and AI. I think more important is the AI, how AI is actually on the cusp of 5th industrial revolution. Right, so we will be discussing that also, how the 5th industrial revolution will be completely based on artificial intelligence and integration of artificial intelligence in almost every field, every industry. Alright, so whenever I hear the word robotics or a robot, a similar picture comes to my mind. Right, इस टाइप का आपको कोई robot जहन में आ जाता है, and what we think is that robot is anything which can do functions better than humans or like humans, which is partially correct. What is a robot? Robot is any machine which can mimic human behavior or human functions. The word here is mimicking. It can be something as simple as Alexa or Siri, which are basically virtual assistants, and can be as sophisticated as Vyom Mitra or Sophia, which are the humanoid robots. Humanoid robots, for example, this is a humanoid robot. It has an appearance like a human, and it actually mimics the actions of a human being, and it is also powered by AI, and being powered with AI, it can also think, respond, correct itself, apologize, and also answer subsequent questions. So now let us understand होता क्या है, robotics के basic fundas क्या हैं, artificial intelligence के basic fundas क्या हैं, what are the principles, etc. So when it comes to robotics, robotics is a branch of technology that deals with the design, the construction, operation, structural depositions, manufacturing, as well as the application of robots. So what is it? It is basically that branch of technology which is involved right from designing to the applications of robotics and everything in between. So what are the laws on which the robotics is based upon? जब robotics शुरू हुआ था तो आपको इस चीज़ का ध्यान रखना चाहिए कि मेन इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ ये बोली गई थी कि इंसान या इंसानी नस्ल को कोई भी नुकसान नहीं होना चाहिए. द ह्यूमन एंड द ह्यूमन रेस शुड नॉट बी एट रिस्क if the robotics or the robots are developed. So again, robots क्या हैं? Robots are those machines, are those softwares, are those programs, are even those units which can mimic human work or can aid to the human work. Robot जैसे कि अगर कोई स्मार्ट वैक्यूम क्लीनर भी है, वो भी एक रोबोट का टाइप है. आपसे जब आप फॉर्म्स भरते हैं, आपसे पूछा जाता है टिक मार्क कीजिए दैट यू आर नॉट अ रोबोट. राइट, वाई? बिकॉज इवन सॉफ्टवेयर, सर्टेन सॉफ्टवेयर एक्ट इज नथिंग बट रोबोट्स. जैसे आपने सुना होगा कि किसी भी एक सेलिब्रिटी को या किसी भी एक इंसान को परेशान करने के लिए बॉट्स यूज़ करे जाते हैं जो कि उनके कमेंट सेक्शन को बम्बार्ड कर देते हैं. दैट इज़ ऑल्सो एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ चैट बॉट्स. राइट, तो मैंने रोबोटिक्स का एप्लीकेशन देखा है, अब मैं उसके बेसिक समझती हूँ. सो द 3 लॉज ऑन विच द रोबोटिक्स इज बेस्ड इज अ रोबोट मे नॉट इंजर अ ह्यूमन बीइंग और थ्रू इनएक्शन अलाउ अ ह्यूमन बीइंग टू कम टू हार्म. दोनों चीज़ें समझिए कि आपका कोई रोबोट है, उसके किसी भी एक्शन की वजह से, बिकॉज ऑफ द एक्शन ऑफ द रोबोट, नो ह्यूमन बीइंग शुड बी हार्म्ड. सेकेंडली, उस रोबोट की इनएक्शन की वजह से भी किसी ह्यूमन बीइंग को नुकसान नहीं होना चाहिए. सो दैट इफ अ रोबोट सीज और एनालाइजेस दैट अ ह्यूमन बीइंग इज इन डेंजर, द फर्स्ट reaction, the first thing that a robot should do is make sure that the human being is out of danger. The second law says that a robot must obey the orders given to it by the human beings, except where such orders would conflict with the first law. That is, if a human being is giving them the order, the robot has to comply, but if on compliance with the order, it will cause harm to the human beings or the human race at large, then the robot should not proceed. And third is that the robot must protect its own existence. The robot must protect its own existence as long as the protection does not conflict with the first and the second law. ठीक है. कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड में जैसे बोला जाता है, कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड की 3 नियम हैं. द बॉस इज ऑलवेज राइट, दैट इज रूल नंबर 1. Whenever you have a doubt, the rule number 2 is whenever you have the doubt, refer to rule number 1. And the third law is no matter what happens, you always have to follow the rule number 1. Something like that is with robotics also, that a robot ultimately should not cause any harm to the human being or a human race. इस basic principle के ऊपर robotics को develop किया गया है. Now let us understand the societal impacts of the robotics. ये important है slide, ये important है points, क्योंकि आपके prelims में generally आते हैं application based questions, that which of these areas are where the robotics can be applied. So the robots can be applied in the healthcare industry. Where in the healthcare industry? In the form of bionics. What are bionics? Bionics are those attachments or those extensions such as bionic arms or bionic legs, which have the functionality of a leg, have the functionality of the arm, but are manufactured in the lab. जैसे आप ये देख सकते हैं, ये स्टील का बना हुआ है, ये लैब में बना हुआ है, और इसके जो फंक्शंस होंगे एक नॉर्मल पैर की तरह होंगे. तो मैम ये फंक्शन कैसे होंगे? क्योंकि मैंने इसमें क्या इंटीग्रेट कर दिया है? आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस. मैंने आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस इंटीग्रेट कर दिया है, तो मेरे पैर का जो मूवमेंट है उसको सिंक्रोनाइज, उसको ये मिमिक करेगा ये मशीन. मिमिकिंग क्या होती है? कॉपी करना. तो ये जो मशीन है वो पैर के मूवमेंट को कॉपी करेगी. नेक्स्ट एरिया ऑफ एप्लीकेशन इज ट्रांसपोर्टेशन एंड लॉजिस्टिक्स. लॉजिस्टिक्स का क्या मतलब होता है? किसी भी सामान को एक जगह से दूसरी जगह ले जाना. ट्रांसपोर्टेशन जैसे कि ऑटोमोबाइल्स. नाउ स्पेशली विद टेस्ला, आई थिंक द वर्ल्ड हैज़ टू थैंक टेस्ला फॉर दैट एंड इवन ऊबर फॉर दैट, फॉर कमिंग अप विद ड्राइवरलेस कार टेक्नोलॉजी. तो ड्राइवरलेस कार टेक्नोलॉजी क्या यूज़ करती है? वन, of course it uses GPS and space based signals for getting the accurate track, but apart from that it is basically a robot. Can I say it is a robot? Why? Because it is mimicking human behavior of driving. तो वो मिमिक कर रहा है ह्यूमन बिहेवियर को, तो वो एक रोबोट है. और वो ऐसा कैसे कर पा रहा है? क्योंकि उसको किसके साथ इंटीग्रेट किया गया है? विद आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस. तो आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस प्लस रोबोटिक्स इज the technology responsible for making driverless cars. Then you have the structure examinations. For doing various structure examination to check the tensile strength, whether the structure can handle pressure or not, you use the robots. Extraterrestrial exploration also, आपका परसिवरेंस एक्सप्लोरर जो है, आपका क्यूरियोसिटी एक्सप्लोरर जो है, और चंद्रयान 3 में आई एम ऑल्सो प्लानिंग टू पुट अ रोवर ऑन मून. ऑल ऑफ दीज आर एग्जाम्पल ऑफ रोबोटिक्स. अगेन रोबोटिक्स क्या करता है? मिमिकिंग ह्यूमन बिहेवियर. ये सारे के सारे एक्सप्लोरर्स जो रोवर्स हैं वो क्या कर रहे हैं? दीज आर नथिंग बट द लैब्स ऑन द मार्स, ऑन द मून. एंड एज लैब्स दे आर डूइंग इन सीटू केमिकल एनालिसिस, दे आर डूइंग इन सीटू रॉक एनालिसिस, यानी वहीं की मिट्टी में वो वहाँ पर केमिकल एक्सपेरिमेंट्स करके डेटा अर्थ पर भेज रहे हैं. ये सारा काम एक लैब का काम होता है, लैब जो कि ह्यूमंस चलाते हैं. ऑल ऑफ दिस इज डन एफिशिएंटली विद द हेल्प ऑफ रोबोट्स. सो इवन दीज रोवर्स आर नथिंग बट रोबोट्स. अगेन वो ऐसा क्यों कर पा रहे हैं? बिकॉज दे आर इंटीग्रेटेड विद आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस. देन फॉर सर्च एंड रेस्क्यू, राइट, जब तक है जान में शाहरुख खान आपके बॉम्ब्स को डिफ्यूज़ करते थे, विद रोबोटिक्स यू कैन एक्चुअली गिव दैट वर्क टू अ रोबोट. इवन इन सर्च एंड रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन, फॉर एग्जाम्पल कहीं पर अर्थक्वेक है, कहीं पर देर इज़ फायर, देर इज़ फ्लड, द प्लेसेज विच हैव रिस्क फॉर ह्यूमन लाइफ, in those areas also I can use robots, not just for searching humans, for searching, even for searching radioactive material, or if there is a अगर कोई ड्रोन आपके बॉर्डर के अंदर आया है and it has thrown something, you do not want to risk the life of the soldiers, you would rather allow the drones, the robots to analyze that. अभी recently एक बहुत ही दुखद घटना हुई है JNK में, where 5 of our soldiers have been lost. So don't you think that robotics in the form of drones should be increased for better surveillance so that we can get better input on the data, better input on the information, especially in the high sensitive areas. चलिए, और इसी से क्लू लेते हुए डिफेंस और पब्लिक सेफ्टी में भी रोबोटिक्स का रोल है, एनवायरमेंटल मॉनिटरिंग में भी रोबोटिक्स का रोल है, जैसे एम स्ट्रिप्स आपका एनालाइजिंग द मूवमेंट ऑफ द डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ एनिमल्स वेयर दे आर मूविंग, व्हाट इज देयर बिहेवियर एक्सेट्रा. And of course for agriculture mein I have taken agriculture as an example. I will discuss it in detail how agriculture and robotics together can benefit the farmer in increasing his income for better farming activities, etc. And last but not the least, the home services, smart vacuum cleaners, smart dishwashers, smart home systems, all of this, आपका smart security system, that all of this is nothing but the combination of robotics along with AI which have the societal impacts. Now coming to the processes which are responsible for the kind of robots that we see in our life. ये generally आपको नहीं मिलता है books में, तो please note it down. The processes is called as the robotic process automation. रोबोटिक प्रोसेस ऑटोमेशन या RPA होता क्या है? इट बेसिकली यूजेस द सॉफ्टवेयर विद AI एंड मशीन लर्निंग. अब अगर मुझे मशीन लर्निंग नहीं भी पता तो रूट वर्ड्स क्या है? मशीन एंड लर्निंग. यानी दिस इज अ मेथडोलॉजी ऑफ मेकिंग अ मशीन लर्न एंड मिमिक द ह्यूमन इंटेलिजेंस एंड बिहेवियर. तो मशीन व्हेन ट्राइज टू लर्न द ह्यूमन बिहेवियर, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज मशीन लर्निंग. सो रोबोटिक प्रोसेस ऑटोमेशन क्या है? इट यूजेस द सॉफ्टवेयर्स, the desired softwares along with AI and machine learning to handle the high volume work. Now you have to understand ये कौन से काम करवाती है? The works which are mundane, which are risky, which are repetitive, जिसमें बहुत ज़्यादा आपका इंटेलिजेंस या IQ की ज़रूरत नहीं है, उसको आप टेक ओवर करने के लिए दे रहे हैं मशीन्स को कि डू दिस. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मेंटेनिंग लेजर्स, फॉर मेकिंग काउंट्स एट्सेट्रा, ऑल ऑफ दोज विच आर हाई वॉल्यूम रिपीटेबल टास्क that previously required humans to perform now can be transferred to the robots. They include the queries, calculations as well as maintenance of records and transactions. Now coming to what are the requirements or what are the aspirations of the scientists when it comes to robotics. So basically scientists want to create these smart intelligent machines so that they are better at decision making, to solve complex problems, to perform high-level computations, and to increase their overall accuracy. Why do you want, or what is the vision for robotics? It is better decision making. Why better decision making? Now think of it. You are sending a rover. It is a very high-profile mission. You are sending a rover to Moon, Chandrayaan 3 mission. It is powered by AI. You want that rover to make better decision in the terms of chemical analysis. They should be able to solve complex problems. They should be able to find out what are the minerals or metals that are present in the soil. They should be able to perform high level computations. Now I have created a supercomputer. That supercomputer is created for, let us say, weather assessment. आपके इंडियन मेट्रोलॉजिकल डिपार्टमेंट के लिए एक सुपर कंप्यूटर बनाया गया है, राइट? सर्च फॉर अ सुपर कंप्यूटर कॉल्ड परम सिद्धि. ठीक है, अब ये जो मेरा सुपर कंप्यूटर बनाया गया है, इससे मैं क्या एक्सपेक्ट करूंगी? दैट द सुपर कंप्यूटर शुड बी एबल टू परफॉर्म हाई लेवल कंप्यूटेशंस एंड एट अ वेरी लो टाइम, वेरी लेस टाइम. क्यों? सो दैट द डिसीजन मेकिंग कैन बी क्विक एंड इट शुड बी वेरी एक्यूरेट ऑल्सो. नाउ कमिंग टू the different types of artificial intelligence, because repeatedly with robotics I am using the term AI or powered by AI. So what are the different types of artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence can be purely reactive, simple type of AI, जिसमें I give a set of data. जैसे आपका एक सेट डेटा है, आपका एक फिक्स डेटा है जो आपने फीड करा हुआ है और वो AI उसी के हिसाब से आपको आंसर्स देता है. So this one is the most basic type of AI. It is the one which does not make the stock of memories. आपने कोई क्वेश्चन किया, उसका रिपीटेड आंसर मिला, आपको the string of questions का आंसर नहीं मिलेगा. Second, which is the next variety, is the limited memory type. अब इन limited memory type में आफ्टर प्योरली रिएक्टिव आपने एक्सपेंशन किया AI का और हल्की मेमोरी स्टोरेज उसमें डाली. थर्ड, विच वी आर हैविंग राइट नाउ, एंड फोर्थ, So third is the theory of mind. That is, now the AI is having the capacity to understand the thoughts. Sophia, the humanoid robot, can actually make out that you are feeling sad, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling with low morale, and she talks to you in the tone which will help you uplift your mood. So that is when they have the capacity to understand the thought. That is the third level or the theory of mind. And the fourth and the most advanced type of robots are the ones which are self-aware, which can take their own decisions, which know their own capabilities. These are the ones which are much, much more intelligent than the humans themselves. The creation is more sophisticated, it is more powerful than the creator. That is the fourth type, the self-aware type, and they are said to be the future generation of machines with super intelligence. We are right now here, and we wish to make robots here. I don't know whether it is a good decision or a bad decision, but this is how the artificial intelligence is moving ahead. We had purely reactive robots, then we had the limited memory robots, then we had the robots which worked on the theory of mind, that is understanding the emotions, understanding the thoughts, and then creating a response, and the fourth one are the self-aware type. Now coming to the status of robotics in India. Now when it comes to the robotics in India, we have the tech startup program that shall act as the incubation environment. Very important. आपने एक incubation environment के लिए एक program, dedicated program बनाया है, that is the tech startup program, और ये आपका robotics and robotic process automation, ये अब हम समझ चुके हैं. What is robotic process automation? It is the use of softwares along with AI and machine learning. उसके लिए ये इंडिया में काम करेगा. तो as we know that RPA is a technology capable of allowing the streamlining of operations in the enterprises. What does it mean? मैंने आपको बताया था, ये जो mundane काम होते हैं, repeated काम होते हैं, the works which are repeated, which have to be done for long hours, which are very tedious but do not require a lot of IQ, they can be shifted from humans. Rather than using human workforce, you can use the robots. It also allows them to automate their mundane, tedious processes, enabling users to enhance their productivity. So RPA technology, this I think you can relate because you have used it, you just need to know the names of it. So RPA technology contains or consists of software robots or bots. And what do they mimic? They mimic human work. For example, probots with simple rules and repeatable rules and process and data. आप जैसे कि calculators, जैसे कि smart calculators और something which has a repeated work, आपका vacuum cleaner, उसमें बहुत simple rules है, repeated rules है. For example, your smart machines, they have simple rules and they simply have to process the data. Then you have something called as nobots. What are nobots? Nobots are basically used to gather the information. Nobots क्या करता है, इन्फॉर्मेशन जो भी आपने कोडिफाइड इन्फॉर्मेशन जो आपको ज़रूरत है, मे बी फॉर योर कंपनी, फॉर योर एंटरप्राइज, उसको इकट्ठा अमास करने का काम क्या करता है? नोबॉट्स. एंड दिस इज समथिंग दैट आई एम श्योर यू वुड हैव यूज, दैट इज चैटबॉट्स. आपने स्विगी से, जोमेटो से कुछ भी ऑर्डर किया, आपको खाना पसंद नहीं आया, आपने वहाँ पे हेल्प सेक्शन पे जाकर कंप्लेंट डालने की कोशिश करी. व्हाट इज चैटिंग विद यू इज़ अ चैट बॉक्स. वो चैटबॉट है. वो चैटबॉट क्यों है? क्योंकि एक सेट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस हैं. वो पूछता है कि विच ऑफ दीज इज़ योर क्वेरी, और वो सेट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस के हिसाब से वहाँ पर प्री रिकॉर्डेड आंसर्स हैं जो कि वो चैटबॉट आपको देता है. अगर उस चैटबॉट के बियॉन्ड आप जाते हैं या उस चैटबॉट को नहीं पता आपको कैसे आंसर करना है, तो वो जाकर आपको एक ह्यूमन एजेंट तक लेके जाता है. इसी तरह आप कोई भी साइट खोल लीजिए, आप IRCTC खोल लीजिए, उसमें दिशा आता है विच इज़ अ वर्चुअल रोबोट और अ चैटबॉट. देन यू गो टू एनी साइट, आप एयरलाइंस की साइट पे जाइए, बैंकिंग की साइट पे जाइए, everywhere you will find. आप योनो की साइट पे जाइए, the virtual assistant is nothing but a chatbot. So chatbots are the one which can respond to the queries or customer queries in the real time. So why have I used chatbots instead of human customer care agents? Because they have human limitations also. Chatbots are available 24/7, and if something is very small, menial, then even the chatbot can answer and give you the refund or whatever is the solution to your query in the real time. So you do not have to wait for days. Now coming to the benefits of RPA. I understood what is robotic process automation, and I also understood what are the different areas where it is used. Now let me understand what are the benefits. So the benefits is, one, improved employee morale. For mundane work, you can shift the work to the bots. Then overall productivity of the organization is seen to be better. The reliability, again, 24/7 the aid is available. The consistency, you do not have the problem of error. It will give similar response for similar queries to all the customers. It is a non-invasive technology. Of course, it is a non-invasive technology. It does not physically harm the human, and it does not even harm the IT system. Then the compliance, for example, they have a proper compliance rules. They cannot function on their own. So there is a set strategy. There is a outcome which is expected outcome, and it is fair to everyone. There is no that I got my number first, so I will have a better handling of my problem, etc. वो नहीं है. And then of course low technical barrier, and most importantly the accuracy. So please note down these points. Again, prelims में application based आता है, तो you should know what are the applications. Why? क्योंकि आपका initiate हुआ है एक program which is aiming to help the startups with the robotic process automation. So now coming to the most talked about AI, that is chat GPT. भाई चैट जीपीटी आया और उसके बाद रेवोल्यूशन हो गया कि असिस्टेंट्स की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, टीचर्स की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. चैट जीपीटी ने यूपीएससी का प्रीलिम्स अटेम्प्ट किया तो वो फेल हो गया, तो फिर समझ में आया कि नहीं, देयर इज स्टिल अ लॉट ऑफ वर्क दैट नीड्स टू बी डन. तो सबसे पहले न्यूज़ में क्या आ रहा है कि ओपन AI, विच इज़ दी प्लेटफॉर्म विच हैज़ गिवन चैट जीपीटी, इट हैज़ रिसेंटली लॉन्च्ड इट्स चैट जीपीटी प्लस सब्सक्रिप्शन. ये माइक्रोसॉफ्ट वर्सेस गूगल की लड़ाई चल रही है, व्हेन इट इज़ चैट जीपीटी वर्सेस बार्ड. हमको उसमें नहीं जाना कि माइक्रोसॉफ्ट कैसे बेटर है, गूगल कैसे बेटर है. हमको बस समझना है कि भाई चैट जीपीटी क्या है और बार्ड क्या है. दोनों ही मेरे AI मॉडल्स हैं जो कि basically as assistant they can help in writing essays, etc. So let me understand what is the underlying technology in them. So OpenAI has recently launched its Chat GPT Plus subscription for Indian users. तो वो अर्ली एक्सेस दे रहा है लेटेस्ट लैंग्वेज मॉडल विच इज़ दी GPT-4. दिस इज़ द लैंग्वेज ऑन विच इट इज़ वर्किंग. तो इंडियंस को वो अर्ली एक्सेस दे रहे हैं. सो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज चैट जीपीटी? चैट जीपीटी इज अ वेरिएंट ऑफ generative pre-trained transformer. Now you have to understand generative, that is it is generating some information. Pre-trained, इसमें एक डेटा ट्रेन, इसमें डेटा फेड है. इसमें वो जो डेटा है वो लिमिटेड डेटा है, पर वो सारा का सारा फीड है और उसको वो असेस करके आपको फाइनल आउटपुट देता है. तो दो चीज़ें हमको याद रखनी. इट इज़ जनरेटिंग इंफॉर्मेशन फ्रॉम द प्री रिकॉर्डेड डेटा. जनरेटिंग इंफॉर्मेशन फ्रॉम द प्री रिकॉर्डेड डेटा. So it can generate responses for wide range of topics such as answering questions, providing explanations and also engaging in the conversations. यानी ये responsive आपका chat है. It also admits its mistakes. It challenges the false premises. If you try to mess with it, it also challenges the false premises, and it refuses to unsuitable requests also. And most importantly, which is new, that it can also answer the follow-up questions. So chat GPT is generative pre-trained transformer which can answer a lot of questions, can admit its mistake, can challenge the false premises, refuses or does not allow the unsuitable request, and also answers the follow-up questions. So it was trained under the reinforcement learning from human feedback. So reinforcement learning from human feedback is basically the data is the part which is the static, but you have also created a software which actually learns from the human feedback and then gives the response. Now coming to the debate of BARD versus chat GPT. BARD versus chat GPT में मुझे दो तीन चीज़ों का ध्यान रखना है. Most importantly, what is the source of information, right? Here the language models are Lambda and GPT-3. GPT-3 is the language model which is used in chat GPT, और जो इंडिया को एक्सेस दिया गया है GPT plus, that is the language is GPT-4, right? So the upgraded language version is open for subscription for Indian users. Therefore it is in news. So BARD versus GPT में जो सबसे बड़ा डिफरेंस है, BARD is based on the information from internet. यानी कि आप अगर कोई भी उससे क्वेश्चन या क्वेरी करते हैं, then the answer that this chat AI will give you is based on the information that is available currently on the internet. तो यहाँ पर अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन and also the you get more updated results here, whereas here it is based on the feeded data जो already feed है कब तक 2021 तक, right? And here there is absolutely no information cutoff. Here the information cutoff is 2021. The access is limited though here, and here the access is unlimited. The biases here are the biases of internet, and here the biases are of data, because these are the source also of the information. So this is the basic difference between BARD and GPT. GPT has been in news, BARD has also been in news. In fact, BARD के बाद Google और Microsoft की जो this war of bringing a new software first became much more deeper. Now coming to what exactly is the model that is used by BARD. We have already discussed GPT. Let us understand this. So BARD is based on the language model of dialogue application, or Lambda. Language model for dialogue application. It is a Google's own conversational AI chat box. So it is an answer by Google, and it is its own AI chat box. It will give in-depth conversational and essay style answer just like ChatGPT does right now. However, it is currently a lightweight version and the one that requires significantly less computing power, enabling it to scale to more users. अब समझिए ChatGPT और इसमें सिमिलैरिटी क्या है मॉडल की, कि ये भी बहुत अच्छे आपको कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव कॉन्वर्सेशनल ऐसे टाइप आंसर्स देगा, लेकिन हियर सिंस इट इज़ इन द लाइटर वर्जन द एक्सेसिबिलिटी एंड द पहली चीज़ लाइटर वर्जन है, कंप्यूटिंग पावर कम लगेगी और नंबर ऑफ यूजर्स is higher, more number of people can actually use this particular chat AI chatbot. And how it is a transformational technology, it is a transformer technology, and it is based on the neural network architecture, which is capable of making production based inputs. तो आप ये समझिए न्यूरल नेटवर्क आर्किटेक्चर क्या होता है. आपका जो ब्रेन है, the brain is able to take decisions, it is able to make meaningful information based on the input from your eye, from your ear, based on your memory, intelligence, everything, because of the neural networks. This is the network which is created by neurons which are the basic unit of nerve cell, right? तो आपका जो न्यूरॉन्स हैं ये मिलकर आपका न्यूरल नेटवर्क बनाते हैं. When you create an artificial neural network in the lab based on the same technique, how the brain functions, then it is the neural network architecture or artificial neural network architecture. तो ये तो वो टेक्नोलॉजी है जिसके ऊपर बार्ड बेस्ड है, या आपके सारे के सारे जो AI चैटबॉट्स हैं वो बेस्ड हैं. अब देखते हैं इंडिया में AI को लेकर what is the preparedness. So in India, you have the global partnership on AI, that is GPAI. What is GPAI? It is launched in the year 2020, and it is an international and multi-stakeholder initiative international and multi-stakeholder initiative for guide responsible development and use of artificial intelligence. India is currently the chair. Main headquarter is in the Paris, France. It is a global partnership, and the 29 member states are currently there, and the membership is open to all. Secretariat is at the OECD. OECD जैसे मैं बोलना चाहती हूँ कि अंग्रेज़ों का या अमीरों का जो एक ग्रुप है, अब धीरे धीरे उसमें इंडिया भी इन्वॉल्व होने लगा है. So India took over the chair of global partnership from France, and currently the chairmanship is with India. So this is the global partnership. Apart from that, you have a program that is Responsible AI for Youth 2022. Again, very important for prelims going students. ये क्या है? This is basically the National E-Governance Ministry of the Ministry of Electronics and IT in collaboration with Intel India. This is the important part. आपकी जो माइटी इंडस्ट्री है, that is Ministry of Electronics and IT, along with Intel India, has launched Responsible AI for Youth 2022 program, which will enable the school students. What are the target audience? The target audience are school students with artificial intelligence skills in an exclusive manner through exclusive hands-on learning and mentorship opportunity. कौन सी क्लासेस के बच्चों के लिए ओपन है ये? 8th to 12th. all across the country. So it is India's initiative. Globally, India is present at GPAI as a chairman right now, and at national level, it has launched the program called Responsible AI for Youth 2022. अब मैंने आपसे बोला था I will show you how AI and robotics can help various sectors, and I will take the example of agriculture. तो एग्रीकल्चर में कैसे काम आ सकता है? फॉर क्रॉप एंड सॉइल मॉनिटरिंग you can use drones even for spraying fertilizers. Drones are nothing but robots which are capable of flying. Soil monitoring भी आप कर सकते हैं by using robot which will not only analyze the soil. आप सीधी सी बात समझिए, अगर मैं मार्स की सॉइल को एनालाइज करने के लिए रोबोट मार्स पर भेज सकती हूँ, तो मैं for betterment of the farmers and the country as a whole, I can deploy robots which will not only do the analysis of the soil but will also suggest what are the nutrients that are missing and what kind of crops can be grown in the soil, which will also fetch the farmer good income and profitability. So for crop and soil monitoring, predictive agricultural analysis, जो मैंने आपसे बोला, that various AI and machine learning tools are now being used for predicting optimum time to sow the seeds, get alerts on risk, pest attacks, etc. Then supply chain efficiency. The companies are using real-time data analytics on data streams coming from multiple sources to create an efficient supply or smart supply chain. इंडस्ट्री स्केल में अमेजोन ये कर रहा है, मिंत्रा ये कर रहा है. आप एग्रीकल्चर में भी यू कैन कोलैबोरेट with the different cold chains and supply chains and create a better system. And of course you can create agricultural robots as well. So this is how you can use robotics in multiple sector. I have taken an example of agriculture. Now coming to artificial intelligence and robotics. अभी तक हमने robotics को समझा, what are the principles. Now we also understood the basics of intelligence, artificial intelligence. Now let us see what is the combination and how it is helping. Basically, robotics is nothing without artificial intelligence. So AI involved with incredible advances in data collection, processing, computational power. Intelligent systems can now be deployed throughout the world to take over the variety of tasks and improve the efficiency. मैंने efficiency भी improve कर रही हूँ. Round the clock I am able to work by doing what? By collecting the data, managing the processes as well as optimizing the computational powers. How am I doing this? By enabling robots with artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence refers to the ability of machines to perform cognitive tasks like thinking, perceiving, learning, problem solving and decision making. Thinking, perceiving, learning is what will make the fourth generation robot. मैंने आपको स्टार्टिंग में बताया था आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस में द फोर्थ generation which will be much super smarter robots which will be smarter than the humans as well. So and problem solvers as well as decision makers. So initially conceived as a technology that could mimic the human intelligence. So initially robotics को क्या समझा गया था? It is a technology, it is a technique in which the machine can mimic the human behavior, but now it will go much beyond that. So there are three types of artificial intelligence. You have the narrow intelligence or ANI, artificial narrow intelligence. Then you have the general intelligence or AGI, that is artificial general intelligence. Then you have the super intelligence or SI or ASI, artificial super intelligence. So narrow intelligence, general intelligence and super intelligence. As the name suggests, these are more goal oriented. The type 1, जो आपने एक छोटा सा मंडेन काम दिया है, जो एक सिंपल टास्क दिया है, वही करेंगे. जैसे फेस रिकग्निशन आपके फ़ोन से लेकर अब डिजी यात्रा ऐप तक आ गया, राइट. जो आपके एयरपोर्ट पे इतनी ज़्यादा भीड़ लग रही थी, फॉर दैट गवर्नमेंट हैज़ लॉन्च डिजी यात्रा ऐप इन विच यूजिंग द फेस रिकग्निशन सिस्टम you can directly omit the queues and directly get into the airport. तो this is more goal oriented. यानी क्या कि स्मार्ट असिस्टेंट्स, सिरी, एलेक्सा, फेशियल रिकग्निशन, जिसमें जो एक सिंपल टास्क दिया है एआई वही कर पाएगा, रोबोट वही कर पाएगा. उसके बियॉन्ड जैसे एलेक्सा बोल देती है, ये मैं नहीं जानती, ये मैं नहीं समझ पा रही हूँ, मैं आपकी बात को नहीं समझ पा रही हूँ. सो बेसिकली वट एवर इज fed into their systems, whatever limited informations they have in the form of data, उसी के हिसाब से ये काम करते हैं, बहुत गोली ओरिएंटेड होते हैं और दे डू नॉट create neural networks. It is more reactive type of robots. Next is the ones which replicates the humans, such as spam filters, drone robots, supercomputers, in which they have general intelligence of collecting data and then creating a valuable information out of it. So that is the general intelligence robots which are more commonly used these days. And the ones which proper neural networks, that is न्यूरल नेटवर्क क्या होता है, आप कार चला रहे हैं, आप जब कार चलाते हैं तो आप देखते हैं कि आपके आगे वाली कार से डिस्टेंस कितना है, आपके कान सुनते हैं कि ट्रैफिक कितना है, उस हिसाब से आप अपनी स्पीड को, अपनी कार की मनूवरेबिलिटी को डिसाइड करते हैं. ये आप कैसे करते हैं, क्योंकि आपका ब्रेन बना रहा है न्यूरल नेटवर्क्स बाय टेकिंग द इनपुट्स फ्रॉम योर डिफरेंट सेंसेस. इसी को अगर मैं AI के थ्रू रोबोट से मिमिक कराऊँ, जैसे कि ड्राइवरलेस कार्स. So, artificial superintelligence or ASI is beyond human intelligence, where I can create fully automated self-driving cars, humanoid robots in which the given data, the robots not only process them but also make much more meaningful data or information out of it. So now I can say that the robots that I am making, जो मैंने उसमें भी example लिया, जैसे कि humanoid robot, it is the outcome of artificial intelligence along with machine learning and deep learning. Now ma'am, what is deep learning? AI हमको थोड़ा समझ में आ रहा है. Machine learning जो आपने बताया, that when you make machines learn different tasks, that is machine learning. But what is deep learning? So deep learning, machine learning, artificial neural network and your AI, ये चार आपके लिम्स हैं जिसकी वजह से यू आर क्रिएटिंग दी सुपर रोबोट्स, ह्यूमनॉइड रोबोट्स एंड सुपर स्मार्ट रोबोट्स. लेट अस टेक ईच वन बाय वन. AI हमको समझ में आ गया, विच इनेबल्स द मशीन टू सॉल्व अ टास्क लाइक ह्यूमन्स डू. सो ह्यूमन लाइक मिमिकिंग और मिमिकिंग ह्यूमन बिहेवियर. मशीन लर्निंग, दीज आर बेसिकली द एल्गोरिदम्स दैट अलाउ कंप्यूटर्स टू लर्न. तो वो जो लर्निंग प्रोसेस है, रिएक्टिव से द रोबोट्स which can have their own intelligence, starts with machine learning, in which without being explicitly programmed, the machines are trying to learn. Then comes artificial network, neural network, in which the brain inspired machine learning models are created. Then you have the deep learning, which is a subset of machine learning, which uses deep artificial neural networks as models and automatically builds a hierarchy of representation. इसको समझिए. डीप आर्टिफिशियल न्यूरल नेटवर्क, पहली चीज़ आर्टिफिशियल, यानी इट इज़ नॉट नेचुरल, बट आपने लैब में ये न्यूरल नेटवर्क्स क्रिएट करे हैं और एज ए चिप आपने उस रोबोट में लगाए हैं. अब जो भी उसको इनपुट मिलेगा, आप सोफिया से मजाक कीजिए, वो बदले में मजाक करेगी. आप सोफिया इज़ अ ह्यूमनॉइड रोबोट, आप उनसे सरकास्टिक कमेंट कीजिए, वो पलट के सरकास्टिक कमेंट करेगी. कैसे कर रही है? वो न्यूरल नेटवर्क्स क्रिएट कर रही है. दिस रोबोट, हाउ इज़ दिस रोबोट डूइंग इट? द रोबोट इज़ क्रिएटिंग न्यूरल नेटवर्क्स. इनपुट मुझे मिल रहा है इन्फॉर्मेशन का, मैंने फटाक से उसको प्रोसेस किया और एक रिस्पॉन्स जनरेट किया. दिस रिस्पॉन्स इज बेस्ड ऑन द यूज़ ऑफ डीप आर्टिफिशियल न्यूरल नेटवर्क्स which act as the models and automatically they build the hierarchy of data that is represented. So this is how these smart robots or the humanoid robots are made. So this is the different types of neural networks. You have the convolutional neural networks, you have the recurrent neural networks, you have the feed forward neural networks, and you have the deep neural networks. So what are convolutional neural networks? It is a type of deep neural network that is designed to recognize visual patterns directly from pixel images by learning and applying convolutional filters, pooling, etc. So when visual patterns are analyzed, it is part of CNN. So this is what the convolutional neural networks are. When it comes to recurrent neural networks, that is RNN, it is the type of network that is designed to work with sequential data, okay, by using the feedback connections to allow the network to remember the previous input. So the sequence is understood and then the robot is able to make a better analysis and a better decision. Similarly, the feed forward neural network or FNN is a type of neural network that consists of layers of nodes with each node connected to the node in the next layer. So again, sequential and feed forward neural networks. Basically, in this, the data is in a forward direction without any feedback loop. Whereas in recurrent data, there is a feedback connection by which the robot does the understanding. तो जैसे मेरा जो feedback वाला है, it is useful in time series analysis, natural language processing जो कि chat GPT यूज़ कर रहा है, speech recognition etc. फीड फॉरवर्डेड न्यूरल नेटवर्क जो है इसमें फीडबैक लूप्स नहीं है, सो इट इज़ कॉमनली यूज फॉर क्लासिफिकेशन, रिग्रेशन प्रोग्राम्स, algorithms etc. Then comes the DNN, deep neural network. So it is basically a type of artificial neural network that contains multiple hidden layers, allowing it to learn increasingly abstract and complex representations of the data. It is used for tasks like computer vision, speech recognition, language processing etc. So all of this basically are the example of deep neural networks. So therefore जब भी आप deep neural networks के बारे में पढ़ते हैं तो deep neural networks is basically convolutional, recurrent and feed forwarded neural networks. So I have used this picture to finally discuss what are these smart humanoid robots. I have taken this picture of Vyomitra, which is a humanoid robot which will be carried along with the 3 astronauts or Vyomnauts to the outer space in Gaganyaan mission. She will be capable of doing the tasks such as controlling the panels. She will be able to assist the Vyomnauts, the astronauts, in both maneuvering or with the crew module as well as with the experiments that they are going to do in the low Earth orbit. So this this humanoid robot is not just having the efficiency of the human, but the power of the machine to be able to work around the clock. So I hope I could make the understanding of robotics better for you, because you need to understand the role of robotics and artificial intelligence, because artificial intelligence shall be the main driver of the 5th industrial revolution. The first industrial revolution, which was based on steam engine, mechanization, steam power, railways for example, was the biggest output of first industrial revolution. It started in United Kingdom, Britain. The second industrial revolution in the 1870s was about the mass production and assembly line, in which the mass production or articles with similar features were produced on a large scale. It was also accompanied by the population boom. So this is where the whole even the ships, the cargoes for transportation of such huge products, this is also associated with second industrial revolution. Then the third industrial revolution, which was about the automation, in which computers and electronics played a great role. Everything was becoming automated. Computer came to be known as the important segment in every office, every factory. And then currently we are going through the fourth industrial revolution, in which there is a merger of the cyber and physical world. The digital and the physical world are merging, and this is where artificial intelligence also played a role. This is where the augmented reality, the virtual reality, the extended reality, actually all of this is called as extended reality. This is where the additive technology or the 3D also plays a role. With the 5th industrial revolution, you will see artificial intelligence basically accompanying almost all the sectors for the productivity, for making the whole process efficient, and also embarking upon a new age of not just manufacturing or IT, but the overall living. The biggest example, the sneak to it, is smart homes. You have an Alexa which is controlling your music systems, your lights, even your motors, even your air conditioners, and over the time you will have smart homes as a general concept in all of the cities. So this was about the robotics and artificial intelligence. I tried to cover the current as well as static portion and the basics, because generally students do not know the basics. In this, they have a general idea about robotics and AI. So I hope you like the lecture. If you have any doubt, please reach out to me. I will come up with more such videos to help you in your UPSC prelims. Thank you so much. Have a great day.